apologize as the stream has been cut off once again. As of right now, Cleveland State has scored on an RBI single. So the score now is 5-3, Cleveland State. An intentional walk will walk number 28, Hunter Oliver, to first base, and will bring up number 15, Logan Peterson. They walked the third overall in batting average that leads the team. He has the third best batting average, number 28, who just got walked. But it brings up the second best batting average, number 15, Logan Peterson.
Up to bat, number 15, Logan Peterson.
And that is a curveball that it gets by Zach Team. It's a pass ball once again by Zach Team. It will advance both runners. There's a runner on second and third now for Logan Peterson with 2 outs. Logan Peterson, second in RBIs and on his team, and he watches a curveball in the outside corner for ball 2. Once again, we apologize as the live stream does cut off sometimes. I try to keep you updated as much as possible. As a 5-3 score here in the top of the 6th inning, as Cleveland State has scored another one here in the top of the 6th, and Dalton Kent delivers a curveball right down the middle, but seems to be low by the umpire. And that is ball 3. A tight zone in this conference game. It's a conference game, a series of 3. It'll be a doubleheader today and a single game tomorrow. And the pitch is a curveball in the dirt, and that is ball 4. So that'll load the bases as number 21. Number 27, Joey Robertson.
Number 27, Joey Robertson.
Number 27, Joey Robertson comes to bat with bases loaded in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. So he looks to score another run for Cleveland State. And Dalton Kent looks to get out of this inning with minimal damage. He delivers a pitch. There's a curveball in the dirt. It's swung and missed by the batter. And the count now is 0-1. So 0-1 count now. 2 outs here and bases loaded. As Chat State looks to get out of this inning and go in the last 2 half innings to score runs. It's a curveball in the outside corner for ball 2. No, ball 1. The 1-1 count. One count, bases loaded for number 27, Joey Robertson, who before today was batting .333, and he takes a fastball right down the middle, actually in the outside corner. Great pitch by Dalton Kent, who has shown command of his curveball and his fastball, hitting his spots. It's a 1-2 count now. He's ahead of the batter, and he delivers a curveball that is swung and missed for strike number 3, and now number 3, the top of the 6th inning. bottom of the sixth inning for Chat State. It's number 1, Sean Chili. He watches a curveball from Hooper Mills, who's still in the ball game, and that will be strike 1. Hooper Mills has thrown a strong 5 innings, allowed 3 runs and 6 hits. Let's keep the Chat State offense honest here, as they cannot take the lead. And Cleveland State gets an insurance run in the last inning. They scored 1 run, and the score now is 5-3, Cleveland State. Chat State's down here in the bottom half of the inning, looking to score some runs. And Sean Chitty swings at a pitch in the dirt that gets by the catcher. He runs to first, gets to first in time. The throw gets away, goes into right field. He runs to second base. He makes a double out of a strikeout. And now we'll bring up number 2, Julian Urena.
Up to bat, number 2, Julian Urena.
Now batting Julian Urena with a run on second. RBI opportunity with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Chat State down 2. Looking to get a run here to cut the lead down in half. And Julian Urena watches a curveball on the outside corner for ball 1. And Julian watches a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. So it's a 1-1 count now and no outs. Julian is the starting second baseman of today's ball game. He gets to start today, as he usually shares the position with number 4, Hayden Locke. And now he watches an inside fastball for strike 2. There's a 1-2 count to Julian Urena, who has a batting average of .259 and has 7 hits in the whole season. Looking to choke up here, as he does, a 1-2 count. And Julian watches a high curveball for ball 2. Hooper Mills still comfortable with his curveball late in the ball game, and he throws a fastball that Julian Urena lines into right field. But the right fielder is in there in time to grab that out. There's 1 out now for number 23, Ty Delancey, who comes up to bat.
Up to bat, number 23, Ty Delancey.
Ty Delancey's up to bat. Now with 1 out and a run on second base. Now with 1 out. And Ty Delancey watches an inside fastball for ball 1. Ty Delancey has a great eye, as he's second in walks on the team. He has 14 walks on the year. He's behind Nolan Macabroda with another great eye. He has 18 walks. And he watches a curveball in the inside corner for strike 1. So 1-1 count now for Ty Delancey. He is not looking curveball early in the count. He's looking for a fastball, something he can drive. He could get the man over the score, as this is an RBI opportunity. And Sean Chitty is getting a great lead over at second base. A look over from Hooper Mills brings him back and keeps him honest. And that last pitch was a fastball outside, swung and missed by Ty Delancey. And I'll make a count 1-2. Sean Chitty has shown an aggressive lead over at second, as Cleveland State might be looking to keep him close. And Sean Chitty trying to distract the pitcher. And the pitcher throws a curveball low and chased by Ty Delancey for strike 3. So now we'll give 2 outs as number 5, Vinny Vega, comes up to bat, who is 3 for 3 with an RBI single.
Up to bat, number 5, Vinny Vega.
Now batting is number 5, Vinny Vega, who leads the team in hits and is second in RBIs. Vinny Vega takes a pitch. It's an inside fastball for Inside curveball, I apologize. For strike one. Once again, Chat State has not been looking curveball early in the count. And Hooper Mills has been throwing curveballs whenever he feels like it. It's a great curveball. Beautiful pitch. And Sean Cheaty might get backpicked here as he takes an aggressive lead, distracting the pitcher. The pitcher does not even know that Vinny Vega just called time. And he finally steps off. He's focused on the run on second. And Vinny Vega might use that as an opportunity but he watches another outside curveball for strike two. Hooper Mills knows that Chat State is not looking curveball early in the count and has been throwing curveballs way early in the count and has been getting ahead of these Chat State hitters. With the great hitting, Vinny Vega, who is 3 for 3, has been getting shown respect from the pitcher and swings at a curveball in the dirt for strike three. Throw over the first will be in time for out number 3.
Number 22, Cameron Payne.
Now batting number 22 is Cameron Payne here to lead off the top of the 7th inning. It's the last inning of this first game of the doubleheader. And Dalton Kent is still pitching as a fly ball over the left field. And Vinny Vega gets under it in time. That'll be out number 1. So 1 out, one pitch, 1 out for Dalton Kent, who's here to close the game, giving Chat State a fighting chance here in the bottom of the 7th inning to tie the ball game as they are down 2 runs here in the top of the 7th. Cleveland State brings up number 23, Rhett Baldwin.
Now batting, Rhett Baldwin.
And he takes an inside fastball for strike 1. And then he takes a fastball in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 count here. As Dalton Kent awaits a sign from Zach Team. His team has been awaiting signs all game from the dugout, as Coach Dennis is the pitch caller of today's game. Dalton gets the pitch, and he throws a fastball in the dirt. It's not blocked by Zach Team. No runners on, so no damage done there, but that's ball 2. It's a 2-1 count here. Number 23, Rhett Baldwin, who has 2 hits in today's game, has shown that he is able to get on base. Maybe 1 hit, but has shown a lot of contact. And he watches an outside fastball for ball 3. And that is a fastball chopped to the second baseman, who's over in the right field grass, Julian Urena. And he throws it over in time in the first base for the second out of the inning. And I'll bring up number 1, Trey Vanderpool.
Now batting number 1, Trey Vanderpool.
Trey Vanderpool comes up to bat with 2 outs and no one on here in the top of the 7th inning. The score is 5-3, Cleveland State. And Chat State is looking to get a 1-2-3 inning here keep the Cleveland State off the bags for the first time as they reach first base safely all 6 innings. And that first pitch is a curveball that drops in for strike one. It's a great curveball by Dalton Kent. We have been seeing beautiful curveballs by all 3 pitchers of today's game. And he throws another curveball that misses low for ball 1. So 1-1 count here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, top of the 7th inning. And that's a fastball that misses outside for ball 2. Dalton Kent is looking to get the Chattanooga State Tigers into the dugout so they can score 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning, tie the game. As they're down 2. The score is 5-3. There's a fastball inside. Cannot be caught by Zach Team. Gets away from him. The count now is 3-1. Zach Team has been getting a lot of balls that he cannot manage today behind the plate, showing a little bit of poor defense. And that's a fastball, right? Oh, it's called low for ball 4. So once again, Cleveland State have gotten runners on in every inning of this ball game. And that will bring up number 4, Tucker Mendenhall.
Up to bat, number 4, Tucker Mendenhall.
Number 4, Tucker Mendenhall comes up to bat with 2 outs here and a run on first base. Cleveland State has been aggressive on the base pass. So got a lot of runners going first to third on stolen bases, pass balls. And they have brought runners in as they have 5 runs and 7 hits. Tucker Mendenhall watches the first pitch for a ball, and he watches a high fastball for ball 2. Noah Fitzgerald, the shortstop, comes to talk to Dalton Kent, and he has thrown now at least 4 balls in a row. Noah Fitzgerald runs back to his position as Dalton Kent awaits the sign from Zach Team, and he is set, delivers a pitch. There's a fastball that's grounded to Nolan McAbrota, and he is in there, gloves it, and steps on first base for the final out.
Macabroda.
So coming up to bat here to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning is number 20, Nolan Macabroda. Still pitching for Cleveland State. It's number 31. Number 31 has been dominating us this whole game. He's only let us score 3 runs and 6 hits. Chat State has a couple errors. Noah Fitzgerald, Nolan Macabroda has 1 strike on him. And he takes a fastball outside for ball 2. Number 31, Hooper Mills, a lefty. There's a 3.71 ERA. He's thrown 28 innings and 2/3. That's 5 appearances. He takes a high curveball. High and tight. Score is 5-3 Cleveland State. Here in the bottom of the 7th. The last inning of this first game of the doubleheader. That's an outside fastball. That's for strike 2. It's a 3-2 count now for Nolan Macabroda. He awaits the pitch, and that's a curveball fouled off. And the count will remain 3-2. Nolan Macabroda did not agree with that last fastball that was called a strike on the outside corner as he started jogging over to first base. Coming up to bat is Nolan Macabroda, number 33, Zach Team, and number 21, Gavin Harmon. It's the 3 bats that you will want to come up here in the bottom of the 7th inning when you're down 2 runs. And Nolan Macabroda rolls over and hits a ground ball over to first base. First baseman steps on first base. That'll be the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. 33. Let's go.
Up to bat, number 33, Zach Team.
And now batting is number 33, Zach Team, who comes up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. Zach Team was the hero in the bottom of the 3rd inning. He had a double in the left field gap, which got 2 RBIs. And now he has a ground ball up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher, but still reaches center field. And that is a single for Zach Team, his 2nd hit of the ball game. And it brings up number 21, Gavin Harmon.
Up to bat, number 21, Gavin Harmon.
Say DJ's runner. Pinch runner, number 7.
Pinch runner, number 7, DJ Franklin.
And there will be a pitching change as Hooper Mills is done for today after 6 in the 3rd innings, after giving 3 hits, 7 hits and 3 runs, and the run on first base is his responsibility. You know what I'm saying? you could call whatever you want. He just points it, bro. You know what I'm saying? What? You telling me to turn off the music? That's the only thing I know. We're not taking the Don't tell me they pinch hit on Gavin. They pinch hit Gavin, bro. They gonna put somebody off the bench to pinch hit Gavin. Bro, you don't think righties could hit righties? offense to Theron. He's been sitting on the bench all game, bro. This nigga's throwing gas, bro. He's throwing gas, bro. You know the weed we smoke? That's what he's throwing. Look at him. He's throwing cheese. Batting number 8, Theron Powell.
Now batting for Chattanooga State, number 8, Theron Powell.
And now batting and pitch hitting for number 21, Gavin Harmon. I apologize, as the stream did come off. I'm going to keep you updated as much as possible. Coming in to pinch hit for Zach's team is DJ Franklin. DJ Franklin is over at first base, as Chat State is looking for speed, with DJ Franklin running a 6.3 60, and they are desperate. Should be desperate for 2 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They are down 5-3. And coming into pitch hit for Theron Powell, for Gavin Harmon, is number 8, Theron Powell. And he watches a curveball outside for ball 3. It's a 3-1 count now with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Number 8, Theron Powell. And coming into pitch for Cleveland State, as they finally replace Hooper Mills after 6 1/3, is number 19, Greg Todd. And Theron Powell watches ball 4, and now he'll bring up.
Now batting number 4, Hayden Locke.
They'll bring up number 4, Hayden Locke. Greg Dennis observes a righty pitcher coming in for Cleveland State and is bringing out all his lefties here as soon as possible, as he's looking to score some runs with the righty-lefty advantage. And Hayden Locke watches an inside fastball for strike 1. Hayden Locke is the other second baseman who swapped places with Junior Urena every so often, most likely when there's a right-handed pitcher. Hayden Locke is, before today, is his second leader in batting average with a .365 batting average for Chat State. And he watches a curveball down the middle for strike 2. It's an 0-2 count now for the pitcher, number 19. As Hayden Locke has a run on first and second, RBI opportunity with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as the Chat State Tigers is looking to score 2 runs to tie the game up in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And the 0-2 pitch is a curveball outside that misses for ball 1. 1-2 count now for Hayden Locke. They'll bring up number 31, Noah Fitzgerald, who was on deck after this at-bat. Since the last inning of Game 1 in the doubleheader, today's beautiful Friday, 70 degrees, sunny outside, a beautiful day for baseball. The pitch is a curveball that misses outside. Chat State has shown a great eye all game, worked a couple walks, actually more than a few walks. And it's a 2-2 count now for number 4, Hayden Locke, as Chat State looks to score here in the bottom half of the 7th inning to at least tie the game here in the last inning, in the doubleheader, first game of the doubleheader. 2 games will be played today, 1 more after this one, and 1 game. The final game of the 3-game series is tomorrow. And Hayden Locke hits a nuke. Back. And, it's actually caught by the center fielder. The run on second base tags up and will advance to third on a sac fly by Hayden Locke. A great play by the center fielder. And they will say Theron Powell did not. No, actually, DJ Franklin, who was on second base, he did not. He left the base early. So they would tag second base, and that will be the final out of the ball game. Final score is 5-3 Cleveland State. They win Game 1 of the doubleheader, and they're up in the series 1-0. And we'll be back here in 20 minutes as we await for the next ball game. put him in a conference game? What? You can't give me your thoughts, bro. I don't like hot shit. It's not hot, right?
You don't like hot Cheetos?
They hot? They spicy?
They're hot Cheetos, bro.
I don't like it. I don't like spicy.
Dude, what black guy doesn't like hot Cheetos? You like them?
Not bad. And we here starting off game 2 of the doubleheader.
Leading off the inning, number 7, Noah Hill.
And leading off, top of the first inning of game 2 of the doubleheader is number 7, Noah Hill. And first pitch is a line drive. And then chases Vinny Vega straight back. It'll be 1 pitch and 1 out for our starting pitcher, number 12, Jordan Power.
Now batting, number 3, Brandon Mason.
Catching for Chat State, as number 3, Brandon Mason steps up to bat. It's number 18, Chris Tyler, who gets his first start behind the plate. And this game 2 of the conference game. Starting first base for Chat State is number 20, Nolan Macabrota. Starting second base is number 4, Hayden Locke. Starting shortstop is number 31, Noah Fitzgerald. Starting third base is number 23, Ty Delancey. Starting right field is number 21, Gavin Harmon. Starting center field is number 1, Sean Chili. And starting left field is number 5, Vinny Vega. As Jordan has worked a 2-0 count here to the second batter of the ball game. And that's actually ball 4. He works a walk on 4 pitches. He'll bring up number 28, Hunter Oliver.
Now batting, number 28, Hunter Oliver.
Once again, for the eighth straight inning, Cleveland State has got runners on the bases, as they did it all 7 innings in game 1, and now in game 2, they got runners in first and second after a base hit by Hunter Oliver that goes up the middle, line drive, and brings up number 15, Logan Peterson.
Up to bat, number 15, Logan Peterson.
These are good, bro. Yeah. Logan Peterson takes a high fastball for ball 1. He bats here with 1 away. And 1 is on first and second here in the top of the first inning, top of the first. He watches a curveball that finds the outside corner for strike 1. And now there's a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Chris Tyler. That'll be ball 2. It's a 2-2 count now. It's as Jordan Power. Hopefully, I haven't been saying his name the whole time. Jordan Power is the starting pitcher for Chat State. He throws a pitch. It might be a ball, and that'll make the count full. And I'll step off from Jordan Power, keep the runner from getting an aggressive lead. Number 15, Logan Peterson, for today was the second and on the team on batting average, as he works a walk. He leads his team. He is third in leading his team in walks this year, and it brings up number 27, Joey Robertson.
Up to bat, number 27, Joey Robertson.
Good child. And he watches an outside fastball. It's a great pitch by Jordan, and it paints the outside corner for strike one. Joey Robinson bats here with 1 out in the first inning with bases loaded in the 0-1 count. He watches a curveball outside and high for ball one. 1-1 count now. Jordan Power is looking to get out this inning with no runs scored as he delivers his next pitch. And he throws a curveball. Great pitch. Outside corner, beautiful pitch. The count now is 1-2. 1-2 count for the batter, number 27. And the pitch is outside. Just misses for ball two. 2-2 count. Chris Totter, the catcher, is getting signs from Coach Dennis, who calls the pitches. Gives them to Jordan. Jordan delivers a curveball that is popped up to the third baseman, Tyler Lancey. He gets under it, and that is out number 2. And now batting is number 22, Cameron Payne.
Now batting, number 22, Cameron Payne.
Batting 22, Cameron Payne. He has a .241 batting average. He bats here with bases loaded, 2 outs. And Jordan Powell looks to get out of this inning with no damage. He throws a curveball that paints the outside corner. The best thing Cameron Payne did was not swing at that pitch, as it was nasty. And that is an 0-1 count now. And that is a fastball that is fouled off straight back. The count now is 0-2. That is a curveball that is chopped to the shortstop, and the shortstop throws it over in first in time for the final out of the top of the first inning. No runs scored, and Chat State will come up to hit. But it's the only thing that makes logic. Leading off the bottom of the first inning will be number 4, Hayden Lott. Pitching for Cleveland State will be number 30, Colin Grove. He has a 3.32 ERA. He has thrown 19 innings this season. First pitch he takes for a strike, and the second pitch he takes for a ball. So it's a 1-1 count here for Hayden Lott here, the bottom of the first inning, as he is a leadoff batter, and he fouls off a pitch. And I'll make the count 1-2. Reporting news over in the Chat State dugout. We might have an injured pitcher, as Connor Perry seemed to have tore his UCL pitching, fighting for the Chat State Tigers. That's why he was calling over somebody from the dugout and desperate for attention. He was asked to be removed from the baseball game as he could not pitch through the pain. And that last pitch was fouled off, and now it's a 1-2 count. And that is a nuke to opposite field, and that will be a solo home run for Hayden Lott if that ball stays fair, and it does. And that is a... It will make the score 1-0 as Hayden Lott hits his 3rd home run of the season in the top of the first inning. And they will discuss if that ball stayed fair, as it did slice and over the foul pole. But I think it stayed fair as it left the ballpark and went foul after it left the ballpark. And the call will stand. The score is now 1-0 after that nuke to opposite field. Solo home run by number 4, Hayden Lott. It's his 3rd home run of the game. I apologize, not the game. 3rd home run of the season.
Next up to bat, number 23, Todd Delancey.
And now batting is number 23, Todd Delancey. He takes an outside fastball for ball 1. So 1-0 score as Chat State gets an early lead from the first batter, who takes it out. Takes the number 30 deep. And Todd Delancey takes this one deep. But it's a moonshot into center field, and center fielder gets one under it. And that'll be out number 1. Now coming up to bat will be number 5, Vinny Vega. The usual 3-hitter for Chat State.
Next up to bat, number 5, Vinny Vega.
As Vinny Vega comes and steps into the plate, and he swings and misses in the first fastball as he's aggressive. And now takes an inside fastball, look like a changeup for ball 1. So 1-1 count now, 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning as Chat State takes an early lead. And as a fastball that's high and tight, Vinny Vega has to get out the way, and the count now will be 2-1. Vinny Vega for today. It's 4th. No, it's actually 4th. Yeah, 4th. The overall leading Chat State in batting average. But that was before today. He actually got 3 hits in earliest ball game. I believe 3 for 3. And right now he's coming to fight as he fouls off a pitch. The count is 2-1. And he takes a curveball. It's inside. It actually was ball 4. So now after working a walk, it brings up number 20, Nolan Macabrota.
Up to bat, number 20, Nolan Macabrota.
Now batting number 20, Nolan Macabrota, who leads the team with the highest batting average and the most home runs, 6 home runs. The runner goes, and Nolan Macabrota hits a deep pop-up line drive, actually a fly ball into right center field. The runner will score from first, and Nolan Macabrota has himself a double after the diving effort from the center fielder is not enough to catch the ball. And Chat State gets on the board once again as they lead 2-0.
Chat State, number 8, Theron Powell.
And now batting is number 8, Theron Powell. And Chat State gets an early lead here as they lead 2-0 after an RBI double from Nolan Macabrota, who also leads the team in RBIs. And as he gets his 26 RBI, he'll bring up number 8, Theron Powell here with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out. Chat State has scored 2 runs and 2 hits. A home run by the leadoff batter that went opposite field, down the line to left field. Hayden Locke is a lefty batter. Records his third home run and puts Chat State on the board. And now, Vinny Vega works a walk and scores on a double from Nolan Macabrota, who hits a fly ball into left center field. The diving center fielder cannot come up with the ball. An 0-1 count here for Theron Powell. It's a 2-0 score for Chat State as they get an early lead after losing the first game of the doubleheader by 2 runs, 5-3. And now, Theron takes an outside fastball for ball 1. So I'll make the count 1-1. And he watches a fastball in the dirt for ball 2. And Theron swings at a low fastball, fouls it off. I'll make the count 2-2. Theron, before today, was 3rd in team batting average, batting at .357. Has a lot of success here after transferring from Walter State, after doing a redshirt year and doing a fall semester over at Walters. He transferred here for the spring semester. He fouls off that last pitch and to fight off, and the count will remain 2-2. Two-two count now as the pitch is delivered as a curveball in the dirt for ball 3. The count now is full, and the pitcher is having some trouble with his command as the Chat State hitters have jumped on him early with 2 runs in the first inning. And he gets set and delivers a pitch. And as a fastball hit hard down the line, right field line, and it will stay fair. A run from second will score. It'll be an RBI double for Theron Powell as he gets another RBI, his 10th of the year. Actually, the 5th of the year, and he will keep his .357 average going higher. And now batting is number 21, Gavin Harmon.
Up to bat, number 21, Gavin Harmon.
He comes up to bat. The score now is 3-0 Chat State here in the bottom of the first inning. As Gavin Harmon comes up to bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, with an RBI opportunity. And first pitch is a curveball that's in there for strike 1. It's a good pitch, but it's not what Chat State hitters have been tend to look for early in the count. And that is a curveball outside in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 count now for Gavin Harmon. Gavin Harmon is a starting right fielder who before today was batting .293 and has 3 home runs. 3 home runs. And he watches a curveball that's outside in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. That'll make the count 3-1. Three-one count now to Gavin with 1 out here. RBI opportunity for him to get ready to see the pitch. And the pitch is a fastball that is hit to right field. The right fielder is chasing to get under it. Does not. It will drop in front of him. The runner from second base will advance to third base. And And that will be a single for Gavin Harmon. And now batting is the catcher, number 18, Chris Tyler. Yo.
Up to bat, number 18, Chris Tyler.
Chris Tyler has a .231 batting average this year, getting his first start behind the plate in the second game of a conference series against Cleveland State. And he watches the first pitch inside for strike one. What happened? And Chris Tyler awaits the pitch, and he watches another fastball inside for strike two. Chris Tyler took 2 fastballs early in the count. I don't know if he's looking for a curveball early in the count, but Chat State hitters do not tend to look for curveballs, especially early in the count. And the pitch will now be delivered, and it's a fastball way outside for ball one. Chris Tyler is batting .231 this year. He has 3 total hits. He's looking for hit number 4 here as he hits a foul ball over to the first base foul line. First base coach Parrish cannot come up with that ground ball. We should give him an error. What you think, Kate? He deserves an error? Put an error on the board, bro. Chris Tyler awaits the pitch. He's looking for his hit number 4 here, and he watches a curveball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher. The count now is 2-2, with a run on first and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And the runner goes. And there's a fastball outside. And that'll be strike number 3 and now number 2. As Chris Tyler swings through the fastball. And he is not successful, but the runner will get second base.
Up to bat, number 31, Noah Fitzgerald.
And now batting is number 31, Noah Fitzgerald, who bats here with 2 away in the bottom of the first inning. And he watches a fastball in the outside corner for ball 1. Gavin Harmon on second base, Deron Powell on third, who are looking to be awaited as Noah Fitzgerald gets another RBI opportunity. But unfortunately, all 3 of them have been with 2 outs. And he watches a curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. 2-out RBI opportunities are clutch and are for the big boys. You successful in these, you make it to the major leagues. And he hits a curveball to the third baseman. It's a ground ball. The throw over the first is in time, and we'll get Noah Fitzgerald out on first base for out number 3.
Rhett Baldwin.
Now batting is number 23, Rhett Baldwin. As he comes here to lead off the top of the second inning as the Cleveland State trails Chat State 3-0. And Jordan Powers on the mound looking to shut down Cleveland State for another inning, as Chat State will like to come back on offense to score more runs. And that first curveball is outside for ball 1. That second fastball is outside for ball 2. And that's a fastball that hits the outside corner. That will be strike 1. Jordan Power is actually from Australia. Has an Australian accent. Takes a curveball for ball 3. He's a great guy, very nice guy. Another international player, we have number 20, Nolan Macabroda over at first base. He's from Canada. The 2 international players on the starting lineup. A pitcher who's more likely to relieve, if anything, is Leonardo Castro, who is from Colombia. So 3 total international players on the Chat State roster. As number 1,
Trey Vanderpool.
As number 1, Trey Vanderpool comes up to bat here, as Cleveland State for 9 straight innings get a runner on first base in every inning. Have looked to get runners on in every inning, which is a very good thing for any baseball team. First pitch is a ball outside, and he looks to square up a bunt. Jordan bobbles a ball, and he cannot come up with any throw, so all runners will be safe as he try to throw the ball before catching it. And that will bring up number 4, Tucker Mendenhall, to come up to bat with no outs here.
Up to bat, number 4, Tucker Mendenhall.
With no outs here. In the top of the second inning, Cleveland State looks as to be a threat to score from running on first and second and no outs, as they are down 3-0 here in the top of the second. Jordan Power delivers a pitch, and the bunt attempt by Tucker Mendenhall is brought back as he takes a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. Cleveland State has recorded over 3 errors the last 2 games, and we just started this second game. Kind of a sloppy day for Chat State, as that last pitch is outside for ball 1. So 1-1 count, as Jordan Powell looks to get out of this inning with no runs scored. And the bunt attempt is brought right back. He takes another fastball on the outside corner for strike 2. And he watches a fastball right down the middle for strike number 3. I guess he was not looking to swing the bat today. He was waiting for an invitation from Cade Giles. Cade, would you like to announce the batter?
Up to bat, number 7, Noah Hill.